अप्रमेयो हृषीकेशः पद्मनाभोऽमरप्रभुः विश्वकर्मा मनुस्त्वष्टास्तविष्ठस्थविरो ध्रुवः अप्रमेयो हृषीकेशः अप्रमेयो हृषीकेशः अप्रमेयो हृषीकेशः पद्मनाभोऽमरप्रभुः 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 विश्वकर्मा मनुस्त्वष्टा विश्वकर्मा मनुस्त्वष्टा विश्वकर्मा मनुस्त्वष्टा स्तविष्ठस्थविरो ध्रुवः स्तविष्ठस्थविरो ध्रुवः स्तविष्ठस्थविरो ध्रुवः अप्रमेयो हृषीकेशः पद्मनाभोऽमरप्रभुः विश्वकर्मा मनुस्त्वष्टास्तविष्ठस्तविरो ध्रुवः. In this sixth shloka, we have 9 names from 46 to 54. The 46th name is Aprameyah. For the purpose of Pushparchana, we say Om Aprameyaya Namaha. This name also comes as a prefix to another name in the shloka 27, which is Aprameya Atma. Prameya means that which can be ascertained or proved, that which is measurable, an object of knowledge. Thus, Aprameya, which is the opposite of Prameya, means that which cannot be defined or objectified. In our Shastra, the means to acquire knowledge have been defined to be 6, called Pramanam. They are Pratyaksham, Anumanam, Upamanam, Arthapatti, Anupalabdhi and Shabdam. God is a concept that cannot be defined through these. One can only realize or experience the truth. So long as we set our knowledge on the objects, realizing God can only be done as a belief. The realization of subject as the God is moksha. 47th name is Hrishikesha. For the purpose of Pushparchana, we say Om Hrishikeshaya Namaha. Hrishikanam Ishaha iti Hrishikeshaha. Hrishika means mind, man. The Lord of Manaha, which is the Atman, is God, is the value that is given in this name. There is another way to interpret this name. Hrishika also means happiness or bliss. Kesha represents the rays. Thus, God is the ray that brings happiness to all. This is the other way of looking into the value on this name. The 48th name is Padmanabha. For the purpose of Pushparchana, we say Om Padmanabhaya Namaha. This name also occurs in Shloka 21 and 38. The direct meaning is lotus naveled. One from whose navel, which is Nabhi, lotus, which is Padma, sprung, which is the seat of Brahma, the creator in the Trinity. Alternate way to interpret this is going by the symbolism of lotus. Lotus symbolizes truth, Sat, existence. The existence manifests as a four-faced Antakarana, which is Chittam, Manam, Buddhi and Ahankaram. The Yoni or the source of this existence is Atma or God. That is the value reflected in the name Padmanabha. The 49th name is Amaraprabhu. For the purpose of Pushparchana, we say Om Amaraprabhave Namaha. Amara refers to the immortals. Devatas are regarded as immortals. Referring back to the Samudramattan, the Devas were given the Amrit which makes them Amaraha. Note that demons have been blessed with the ability to be reborn. The indicative meaning is that goodness will never die and the demonic forces will never cease to exist. They will continue to be reborn. One who is the Lord or Prabhu of such immortal soul is Supreme God. In short, God of gods. The 50th name is Vishwakarma. For the purpose of Pushparchana, we say Om Vishwakarmane Namaha. Vishwa means the world or the lokas and karma means doing. Hence, there are two interpretations. As a doer himself, the creator of the world is God. As an enabler, he is the force behind every action that is performed in this loka. The 51st name is Manuhu. For the purpose of Pushparchana, we say Om Manave Namaha, a great thinker, an executioner of that which requires deep contemplation. Mananath Manuhu. Because of the ability to think or contemplate the whole, he is called as Manuhu. Superior intelligence reflected in maintaining the equilibrium and yet be righteous in giving karma phala. Manu also means mantra, as they are created with great intelligence. Thus, the value attributed to God is also that one who has manifested himself as the Vedic mantras. The 52nd name is Tvashtaha. For the purpose of Pushparchana, we say Om Tvashtre Namaha. This name is derived from the root Tvaksh, to reduce, to chisel. Taitreya Aranyaka puts it as Tvashtaram Rupani Vikurvantam Vipaschitam, meaning seeing or considering Vipaschitam, the whole by chiseling Tvashtaram, he creates Vikurvantam, the form Rupam. Basically, the units are no different from the whole and they are carved out of the whole only. The 53rd name is Sthavishtaha. For the purpose of Pushparchana, we say Om Sthavishtaya Namaha. This name is repeated in shloka number 47. Stula plus Ishtaha is Stavishtaha. Means God manifested himself at his own free will. This can be seen as an avatar like Matsya, Kurma kind of an avatar, or as any physical form that we experience. The name gives us the value which emphasizes that everything you experience around you is the manifestation of God. The 54th name is Sthaviro Dhruvaha. For the purpose of Pushparchana, we say Om Sthaviro Dhruvaya Namaha. Some traditions break this name into two. Sthaviraha, for which the Pushparchana mantra is Om Sthaviraya Namaha, and Dhruvaha, for which the Pushparchana mantra is Om Dhruvaya Namaha. As a standalone name, Dhruva occurs once again in the 42nd shloka. Sthaviraha, which means to firmly stand, signifies that Bhagwan is not constrained by time. And Dhruvaha means to carry, maintain, preserve, immovable, eternal, etc. The value presented to us in this is Paramatma is ancient, which is Sthaviraha, and firm, which is Dhruvaha, and gives us the knowledge that Bhagavan is beyond the influence, effect or control of time.